bathroom today. Kind of a different video. I'm wearing a hoodie. My hair is not fixed. I have a little makeup on, but it is Friday evening. I'm washing my brushes. I'm cold. This is how I roll when I wash my brushes. Have my hair up and everything like that. So, and I know the lighting's a little yellow in here because you are in my bathroom with me and there's really nothing I can do with the lights here. But what I want to show you is how I clean my brushes. So hopefully this video won't be horrible with the lighting being yellow, but I'll do the best I can with what I have. Anyways, basically it's just going to be kind of how I wash my brushes, the products that I use and so forth, and kind of a tutorial in a way, but really just kind of what I like to do to wash my brushes and how I get them washed, because I absolutely hate doing it, and I don't do it until they're so freaking dirty that they have no other choice. I'd have to buy a new one or wash them. So when it gets to that point, it's time to wash my brushes. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. Anyone else hate washing their brushes? Comment down below if you hate it. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and let you guys get to that part of the video. I'll insert that here. I hope you guys enjoy this, kind of a different video for me. Just wanted to kind of show you how I do my brushes. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so I was trying to put this in the tripod and it just wasn't working well because I couldn't get you in my sink. But this is what I'm using. If you can kind of tell the detail, I'm not sure. The lighting's probably really yellow in here because we're in my bathroom. I do store this in the package it came in. It is the Brush Cleaning Spa Express Sigma Brush Cleaning Mat. And this is a smaller one. It's about $20–$25. And it specifically says, I'm not sure if you can tell, it says here, wash eyes, rinse eyes, wash face, rinse face. Or these are the rinse. I'm sorry, this says refine. Okay, wash, rinse, refine. So there's 3 steps, and that's what I use. The cleaners that I use the Solid, the heck is this called? The Beauty Blender Solid for everything. And then for touch-up in between, I alternate, or just sometimes if I want to add something different than this. My favorite is the MAC, but it doesn't have a spray, so usually for touch-ups, I have the Sonia Kashuk, however you say her name. This is the like spray bottle stuff. And just for purposes today, we're just going to be cleaning a couple brushes so you get the point of how I do it. And I'll do the rest off camera, and then I will show you kind of how I lay them down to dry. So let me switch this onto the tripod so you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. I just wanted to kind of zoom in and show you the item in my sink. Well, I guess let me just go ahead and do one on here so you can see what I'm doing. This is really hard to do one-handed. So here's my Solid cleanser. I usually just take it out of here and rub it all over the brushes. In this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my brush wet. This is a blush brush, and I'm just going to, since I'm only one-handed here, I'm going to dab this all over the place. You can already see that it's getting all the blush. This is a really great cleanser. That got that wet, so this is a face one, so we're going to go here to the washing part. I really enjoy these mats. They sent me like a sample one, and that's how I ended up getting hooked on this. And you can kind of tell that it is not, well, you can't really tell yet, but it's not pink anymore. This really does get in there and wash your brushes very well. You can kind of see, hopefully, all of the blush and such coming out of the brush. So this is basically what I do, and I'll continue each step. I guess I won't try the tripod like I thought because I don't know how I'm going to get you close in here. But I just keep doing it until the water runs clear, and I'm not sure if you can tell. The lighting is bad. Let's see if I zoom out a bit, and this is very shaky. No, you can't tell. We'll do it on another brush. When the water starts running clear. I'm back again. I wasn't holding the camera very well. So this is, I've done all the steps on the mat, and I just kind of give it a little bit of a squeeze to make sure I get all the water out. And the kind of what I have over here, zoom out a bit, I have some towels, and so that I elevate, because you want the water to run down. You don't want it to run up the brush into the barrel, because there's glue in here that glued the hairs in, and it'll mess up your glue. So I kind of elevate with a towel. And there are some brush stands that I think I want to get, but for right now, I have some towels rolled here, and then I just kind of elevate and I let them sit here until they dry. So this is my blush brush. It's all cleaned, and we can go ahead. Let's get into a messier one. Let's do this Tarte guy. He's very frequently used. And normally I rub this guy all over, like take it out like a bar soap, like I've already said. But for this purpose, you can kind of rub it in there. It's not, it needs to get a little bit wetter. But for this case, I'm not doing that because I am having a hard time doing the camera thing one-handed. And then I kind of like to get the soap in there. I mean, you can already see all that. So then we're going to go down here. I was doing it wrong earlier. Turn this off. Okay, we're going to do the washing part. And this mat, I really feel like it just helps get in there because, you know, some of these brushes are just so incredibly... Hold on a second. Again. So sorry, guys. Let's turn this on just a little. Okay. So you can kind of see that the water is not clear yet. This lighting is horrible. But you get the basic idea. Let me just kind of show you. You can kind of see the water's not clear. Too hot though. So I'm going to continue to scrub until my water runs clear. And now let me just say, if you do not have this mat, I do really like the mat because it really scrubs it. But what I did before I had the mat, I just kept squeezing. And with this brush, I found that, sorry, my water's still, I found that I usually had to dip in again because it's so dense. Before it was like officially like super, super clean. You can kind of see it's still got foundation. So what you can do if you do not have, sorry, back in frame now, if you do not have that, what I would do is just soap and squeeze. Soap it and just keep squeezing until my water runs clear. And like I said, you have to do this a couple times with this one. And usually I get this with two hands, so it's like really all in there. You really want to get that soap in there into that hair, especially for this brush. I'm going to rub it in a little bit. This is just a way you can do it without this mat. I really do like the mat though. This one's still, it's getting a little bit clearer, but you just keep doing it. And I try to be careful and not get the water here, but it's so hard. So that's why I let them air dry the way I do. So the water's not like staying in there. It's starting to get clear. You can kind of tell. Definitely doesn't look as dirty as it did. I guess we can try the rinse section. See what that does to it. It's pretty good. And then the refine just kind of refluffs the hair. And then again, what I like to do right before I stick it on there, I'm giving it a really good squeeze. You just want to make sure you've got all the soap out. That's when the water's running clear. You don't see any soap coming out. And also so you don't see anything like colored coming out of there. So I will stick this now here, and that can air dry there. So I'll be right back while I'll get the other brushes going. Totally different angle again. So this is the actual beauty blender that I'm doing, and I don't use the mat for that. But I do cover this puppy in this little soap, and as you can see now that I have two hands, I just get it all over, and that's what I'll do with the brushes too. I should have tried this first of all. I just wasn't sure how it was going to work. So I just massage the soap all into the beauty blender. That soap is amazing. It works wonders. It gets everything off of my beauty blender. It's really, really great soap. And I just run it under the water. You can't tell, but it's like tons of foundation everywhere. And it's turning bright pink again. You can kind of still see it's, you just want to keep doing this until it runs clear. You never realize until you wash your beauty blenders just how dirty they get. There are some areas of it that are a little dirtier, like the tip. So I'll try and get a little more soap in there and just try to get that out. You can kind of see in my fingers a little. It is coming out. So you just want to keep rubbing it, and then again under the water. And then I have more coming down here. It's hard to tell, but you get the basic idea. That was the whole goal of this video, is to kind of show you what I do, how I do it. Just having a hard time figuring out how to get you like super close up. So you just basically want to keep doing this until everything runs clear and as many of the stains as possible are off of your Beauty Blender. Then you just wring it out like you would right before you use it. And I have saved this guy since I purchased it. And this is how I let it dry after I wash it. I just sit it on top of there. Whoops, not in frame. There you go. So that's what I do there. Now let's go ahead. We're going to do another brush here. And I'll kind of show you how I do this two-handed. And this is an IT Cosmetics foundation brush that I like to use. And again, I just get it all over the soap. Just rub it, rub it, rub it. And you rub the soap into the brush. And then I'm going to go down onto my mat and wash it on the washing phase. And it's just all coming out of there. So I'm just washing it. Squeeze, squeeze. You want to get that soap out of there. And I'm just going to continue to wash it here. And I really, like I said, this mat like really gets in there and helps get some of the deeper foundation that's kind of got into your brush. Okay, that one seems ready. So I'll turn the water off now, and I'm going to do the rinsing to make sure I got it all off, and the refining part of this mat. And the refining, as you can tell, like once you do that, it kind of fluffs it back up, kind of how it was fluffed beforehand. And this will go again over onto the mat to dry. Let's go ahead and do an eye brush. You can see how I do an eye brush. Then I think I'll let you guys go. So same concept. I just rub it all over, rub that into the brush, and I go down here to the wash section, and it really just gets in there and washes the brush. And then I'm gonna again take it. You can kind of tell with this soap as well, like it kind of feels soapy and sudsy and just kind of slippery, and then the brush doesn't feel so slippery when all the soap is out. So if you are using this specific soap, you will notice that. And again, I'm checking to see if it's running clear, going back and forth between the washing and the water, the washing part of my mat, and it is running clear now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rinse and the refine. Give it a squeeze, and then this also will lay to dry. This is a numbers worn off. It's one of the MAC shadow brushes. I can't remember the name of it. But basically that's what I do. I have a couple more here, but I think this video's gotten kind of long, and I think you've got the idea of how I use this. And as you can tell, it's stuck. It has these little suction cups on the back, so it does stick to your sink. And it's real easy just to kind of scrub and have it in your sink there. So I do like that. And then when I'm done with this, I'll kind of just take a paper towel and kind of make sure it's dry and dry out the inside, so it doesn't get funky or anything like that. So that's pretty much what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was, hope you learned something from it or found a new product maybe you want to get. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to get back to my brushes. I have a whole lot more besides these, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.